Welcome to this tutorial. It's been a while, and you see here I prepared something, a button kind of plate with open shop. What I did in there is just a simple script that checks if a player touched the part. It will clone a shop GUI into the player GUI. I already made a GUI. I'm just gonna show you how it looks. This is it. I have a mainframe. In there I have a top bar. I'm using the Roblox styles. In there we have the title for Toolshop and the exit button. Then we have a menu down here for previews and next page and the current page. And here we have a list. And inside of the client I have a template that is getting cloned into the list, and this will look like this. Actually, let's move it up a little bit. Like that. In the scripts, I have nothing. I have a client and a server side script. I have two remote events already, buy item and close shop. I will just begin with close shop real quick because that's really fast. I'm using local variables also, important because else stuff could get weird. The first thing, of course, is to close shop, and then we just destroy the GUI. The reason we are doing this on the server is because if I would destroy it in the local script, then I wouldn't get it back if I touch the part again, because the server checks if the GUI is there. Now, if I delete it on the client, then yeah, nothing happens. So that's already the simple thing. Ooh, I should put it back into the lighting where I put it, into GUIs. There we get it. I can close it. I can get it back. Here again, just really simple part touch tutorial basically. The hit part, checking if there's a humanoid, checking if the humanoid apparent is a player actually and not an NPC. We check if there's already a GUI in the player GUI called the shop GUI. If this is false, then we clone it. Simple. So now to the coding. I prepared, I think, tools. Yeah, I have here shop tools in the lighting. I have folders with the tool names, and in there I have the tools and the price. And also, if we want player data to save or tools, like if it's like permanent tools for leaving the game also, I have here a player data folder with a template, and there's a folder shop tools, but I'm probably gonna do a second part for this. Let's stay here for now. So I have here some different tools. Total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One page of my GUI can hold up to 5 buttons, items, whatever. So I will make a variable x items to 5. Then we also have page. Current page we are on. We will make a do not run. So we kind of simulate a function. And the command I will call load page. This is the first thing we do once the GUI gets created. So basically execute blocks. You put in the name of the command, of the, not the command, of the block name. So up here you need to change the name. Not the command, you can also call the command like that, but just so you know. So what we want to do if we load the page is first we will, let's add some more comments just to make it beautiful. Clear list. And let's make this auto color for functions red. So first we will want to clear, oh, not this one, the loop to children. There. We want to loop to a list. And then we just want to destroy the old items in there. After this, we will make if you check here on my menu, we have the page. We have to here page 1. So if we do combine string with number, so the thing is with strings is they get filtered, but only if you use combined strings. If you use combined string with number or number with string, they will not get filtered. So if we do now here page, and then we just use the variable page, we have here page string, and this will not get filtered because the input automatically has to be filtered anyways. And then we will just go to the page thing and set the text to page string. Now, let's do the load list. So, when we have a total of 5 items max and the page, these are important things. So, first thing I will do is get children of all the tools. Then I will make a for loop of 1 to the variable used max items, and this will be our let's call this item index. Now, of course, if we are on page 2, we have to change something. So what we have to do is we need a multiplication, of course. Now what we can just do is subtract the page minus 1, and this will be our item index offset. I'm just gonna call it like that. And this offset we are gonna multiply with our max items. This will be our offset. This we will then do addition. Or index plus the offset. This will be our item index. So because if we start at 1, our index is 1. Now if we are on page 1, we want to make a 0 times 5. because max items, and we have to do -1 to get to the 0. And then we just do 2 + 1, and we are on index 1. If we are now on page 2, we do 2 - 1, then we have 1, 1 times 5 is 5 plus 1 for the index 1 would be 6. So we're on page 2, but the index of the table is 6. Now we will do get table blue, tools table, and our index, and this will be our tool info. And now, important, if we don't have a full site, a list, whatever, we need to check if the tool info is not nil. Then we can just do clone object. For now, we will modify this later. We will clone our template into the list. New item frame. And then we will do a multiplication of I have the size of 54. So I will do subtraction first, or item index. Oh, let's not use here item index. Let's use here list index. And then just replace this, because I still need the other number up there. So we do list index -1 will be our position y. This we will multiply with the size of the frame of the template. Then we will construct a UDM 2 with the position 0, 0, 0, position, blah blah blah, like that. Then set object property position of the new item frame. Now I think stuff should work like that. Now, of course, these buttons don't do anything yet. So what we will need to do is go back here and go after the load page. We will make 2 comments. Next. And view. Then we do a GUI left click of the menu, preview, previous, preview, and next. Now, what we will do is do a subtraction, add previews to page, -1 is new page, and then also an addition. So page +1 is new page. After that, we can combine these two, and we will need a math triple input, a clamp. So clamp basically is this is for new page is 4. Now let's say our minimal page is 1, of course, because 0 is not really page. And let's say our max page is 3. So this number would then be clamped down to 3. If we are on -1, we will get a 1. That's basically what clamping does. So here we want our new page. The 0 we'll place with 1 for page 1, and number 3 would be the max. And for this we need to do calculation. We get table get children of the shop tools. Then we will get table length, because we return a table here. So now we have a number of items in there, and this we will divide with the max items. And this we will do math single input and it was, I think, seal. Oops, didn't want to delete this. Let's just print this real quick. So .2 ceiling would return. Oh, I don't wanna be in the void, please. 1, yeah. Ceiling basically rounds up. I was not really sure. GUI there. So delete this. But here are max pages. Now we can clamp our new page to this. Now just a little addition. If our new page is not our current page, then we will set variable the real page variable to the new page. So if we are maybe on page 1 and we click on previous, we don't load the site, the list every time new. We also could now do if new page equals to, or you could also do this here. If the page equals to 1, you could do the visibility of the previous button to false. And if you're on the max page, you could set it to true, also to false. And if you're under the max page, you can set it to true again if you want. I'm not gonna do this now. And then we just need our execute block again. And what should happen now is, since we have 6 items, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we can go more. Now, of course, we see it's not really done yet. And yeah, there's all the same stuff. Now I'm gonna show you the GUI again real quick. So let's check out the template a bit more. I have a buy button that can replace with purchase if we own it. We have just text here and text label for the price. Then we have tool image up here. There we can have 2 options. You can modify this if you want and know how. So we could use the texture ID of the tool, or we could add another int value to store a separate image file, ID, whatever. I'm just gonna use the texture of the tools. And of course we have the name. So let's begin. Let's begin. There we go. No, there. Let's make a comment here. Set info. So let's start with the image. So we need to find this chart, which is a inside of the tool info. The tool info is our folder, and we want the tool inside of there. Now we just get object property, tool, text, ID, will be our image ID. There we just then use the output variable and just say this dot tool image. I think it was just image. Yeah. Let's make another comment here to make this all good clear. This is the image. Let's do the name next. Tool.name. Tool name. And then we just set the text of the item name to this. And then we have the price. And we want to get the tool info, the price, value, stores on value. Now we will use the combine combine string with number. Oh no, string with number. After this, there we can just do like this, or like that. Price. Then we can set the price text to this. Let's test this. Oh, okay, the laser pointer doesn't have any image. And what you see, we have no images, the names, prices, but yeah, this is missing still, but it's already really cool. Okay, so let's actually put this GUI back into the folder here. Okay, now to the name back also. We will do let's change this actually to the tool info. So here in the shop tools, the text will be displayed as the folder name, not the tool name. So you can change the tool name maybe if you want, but we're gonna use the folder name. And after that, we also set frame name to the tool name. And now to the purchase button. So since we are on a local script, we can go here to the beginning and say our player is object game.players.local player. This only works on local scripts, so don't get confused why it's not working in server scripts. There we will do get object property, player name, and if we play, oops, I really hate this. In lining, player data, we want our own folder with our name there. So, how long is this already? Dang, that's long. Okay, we go to server script in the workspace. We're just gonna make a new one. There, really important, local variables. This will be our data manager. Okay, no manager, data handler. We don't gonna do data store stuff yet in this one. This will be a separate video because this is already way too long. On player added, we will get object property, player name. Then we will clone in game, lighting, player data, the template in the same folder. And this we will just call player name. Now with the removing, pretty simple. Player removing, get object property, player name, find first child. And then we can just destroy it. So in the next tutorial maybe, there will be data store addition to this. Like, this is really simple, it doesn't save anything. But now if we play, we get our own folder where we can store our stuff. And I'm not using the player to store stuff because I don't know. Okay, now back to our client. Oh god, this is a really long video. We will do a find first child in the player data. Proper name. This will be all player data. And there we will do a set variable owns tool to false. And another find first child. Oh, my headset just turned off. That's bad. Wait. Okay. In there we will do in the player data dot shop tools. We will search for move this a little bit. We will search for the tool name. We don't need a result, but if this is true, then we just set it to true. And if owns tool equals to true. Then we will set object property of the, how did I call it? By text to purchase, and the text, no, background color 3, we will set it to red. Now in addition to this is child added of the player data dot, where is it, shop tools, new own tool, and a little wait there to make sure everything is up to date, what we get there. Then we will get object property name, and now the reason I did set the name to this is so we can set the name of, so if like we purchase something, we actually update the button. So we will go to the list, find first child the name, and set to item frame just to this. So to simulate this now, I'm just gonna let's use the Bloxy. We will just insert there whatever we want. I'm just gonna use the int value like that. Now the Bloxy is purchased already. Now if we add another value called, I don't know, region coil, and put it in there. I don't know if this actually fires like an event. Oh no, this is a template. Boop, there we go, purchased. Now we are pretty much done with the client actually. I'm gonna keep opening the screen GUI. Now the last thing we need is buy. And here we're just gonna do gray left click. Of the buy. And there we will just do file remote event to the server. And we will send our tool info with it. And that's the client side. Now the server should be a lot faster. Now the reason is, of course, we don't check the price on the client because we want to actually make sure it's on the server side correct. Because on client, an exploiter can simply change this price and then can buy the stuff. We can actually add something to the client after this small addition. Then we need the player, of course, and our tool info. So now what we would need to do is, first we will just get object property, player, name, do the find first child again. Of the player data. Then we will get the object property of tool info, name. Then we will do another, we basically check again, do we already have the tool? Nope. If has tool, blah blah blah. So if player data dot shop tools, what shop tools? I forgot. Yeah, shop tools. And then we just gonna do the tool name. We will set this to true. If has tool equals to false, we will continue. Next, we need the price. So we will do get object property. What did I use? Leaderboard. Of course, you need a leaderboard for this. So you can just use free model or whatever, or watch tutorials. I don't know. I used cache. Get object property. Yeah, I have had leaderboard, leader stats blocks, but I don't use them. Don't ask me why. Player.leader stats.cache. Do current cache. Then we will get object property of tool info, price, blue. This is the price. Then this is the reason why I don't check this on the client when purchasing, because if the exploiter just changes his cache, he basically owns the tool then. So if current cache is bigger than the price, we will do subtraction of current cache plus price. And this will be the new current cache. And then we just say player.leader stats.cache update. And now we just do create object and below inside of the player data dot shop tools. And now here comes the reason why I did here wait 0, because I add a little delay so we actually get the updated name, because now I'm already parenting it, but the name is not it's not the item name. This variable to name. So what should happen now is, if we have tags, I guess. What is the problem with the client? get object property 2. Oh. This was also a problem. Property 2. Oh. No. I hate it. So let's open our data folder. So we already purchased this. We can purchase it again. Now let's actually modify something. To like 50. There we go. I can purchase it. And this I can purchase. Now I have the laser pointer. And maybe I also want, oh no, I don't have enough. Let's get this one. Of course, we don't have the tools. This will be the next problem. So, yeah, this video is long, sorry. You guys are probably just gonna grab the script I'm gonna paste in the toolbox, and not the toolbox description. But okay. So then we will just find first child, which is a tool, then tool info, and then we just clone this into player backpack. Now we should get a tool. Now the problem is, if I reset, we don't get a tool back, and I can't get it back. I just said the same thing again. Okay, well, I could use starter gear, but in Studio, I think, or maybe they fixed it. Let me just try, because there was also always the problem that let's just don't do it. Like their tools were cloning or something and duplicating, and this was weird. And let's do let's go to our data manager, handler, whatever, and do a character edit. After all these things, after this one. So with the character edit of the player, they're really important at the weight 0, because else it won't work. I had so many problems with this. What we'll do is look to children of the new data dot subtools. Here we just get the name. Then find first child. Then find first child, which is a. So we're just gonna go into the shop tools, search for the tool name in our player data in the shop tools. Let's do the tool info folder again. In there, we'll look for the tool. And this we're just gonna clone. So tool into player.backpack. So now I already have some default data. I should get automatically the tool. Yeah. The Bloxy Cola. Now if I get a slingshot and the laser pointer, I reset. I have the stuff again. Well, yeah. This doesn't save yet, so if you leave, you will lose all your tools. But this will be another tutorial addition to this. And I hope this helped you guys. And sorry that I didn't really upload that much. I just was way too lazy. If you got any not too complicated ideas, please post them and maybe I do them. Let's see. Bye bye.